This has been a battle 30 years in the making. Well, here we go. This is Midway, the game from 1964, an Avalon Hill classic. And we want to welcome you to Legendary Tactics. All right, so I think, both refreshed ourselves on the rules. It's been a long time since we faced each other over this game.
So 35 years, eh?
It's got to be at least that. This is a fun game that I remember picking up at a garage sale, and Nate used to own Bismarck, and that made me want to get this game.
I still do.
Nicely done.
I still do.
Oh, sink the
We'll
Bismarck.
be playing that in a future episode.
I'm just
So stay tuned.
really pleased to meet you in a forest on a floating table to,
Yes.
to play.
Yes. Look at this view. It's
those
incredible.
sharp colors,
Epic
man.
match.
Although
Rich.
although we are right in the middle of a road, so we might have to call a car and move the table off to the side.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so you keep an eye out for traffic, Cax.
So it looks like
All right.
Nate,
all right. Yes.
you're going to be teaching Cacus and I the rules. It looks like I'm going to be facing off against
well,
you.
this will be a learner's game for sure, and I'm hoping we can have a follow-up game or two for the channel, and go over it, so we can actually
Maybe
have
dive into some
a game
strategy or
two.
something.
Well, exactly. Have a game or two where we actually know really well what's going on, so we can really play to
So
best of our ability.
from the new perspective here, Nate, what am I looking at right now? I see two red and a blue big box in the center there. What is that?
So that's going to be the search board. So think of Midway, it's almost like fancy Battleship. We actually have a grid. As a spectator, I don't think you can see in because you're not supposed to give away secrets. But there's
I
a
haven't
board
tried
under
zooming,
there.
though.
There's a board under there with with 9 hexes to an area, but each area is like, say, A1 or G5 or whatever.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so what we do is we search around to see if we can spot each other's ships, and then once we have spotted the ships and we're within range, we can send aircraft out to out to get them. So
Oh, very cool. Okay.
yeah. So yeah.
So I like at the bottom of that search board how there's the task force area, so you can create a group of ships, because I find
Yes.
the board is a little tight when you get 4 or 5 ships stacked up and you can't see what's hidden underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a nice feature. Tabletop, I find this looks really nice compared to, what was the
This looks
platform
sharp.
you were on?
The Vassal. We were on. Or I think it's on Vassal as well, right, Nate?
Yes, but I think this certainly is more visually
Appealing, eh?
striking. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks really nice.
Yeah. So.
All right.
All right. So to get started, Randall, you will need to grab the ships, the Akagi,
Ah, yes. Okay.
Kaga.
And where am I placing these? Sorry.
So they are placed anywhere. Do you see how you've got a red? There's a strip highlighted in red along the left.
Yep.
So you can place them anywhere in there. You can stack them as much as you like. You can have them all in one space, or you can spread them out.
And where are you seeing which ships I need?
On the Midway hit record over on the corner, right beside your planning box there.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
see
Okay,
there's
it's in-
there's
Oh,
a
there we
turn
are.
track here. Okay.
There it
Okay,
is. Yeah.
maybe I should
Yeah.
bring this over here where I can apply
Sure.
the...
So yeah. So basically, yeah.
There we go.
Okay. We're gonna.
All right.
Yeah. I think all those tokens were set up on there. That's
Oh, were they?
one of
Okay.
these. The weird thing. That's okay. We can put it
It's
back.
a little bit
But
finicky.
anyway, do you see the right below the time record? It says at start 0500 all U.S. ships and Japanese ships.
yes.
Akagi, Kaga, Soryu.
Kaga.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh man, they've got a lot of Japanese ships going at the start, eh?
Yes. Yeah. Well, especially as all the U.S. ships start on the board at the beginning, and the Japanese ships arrive bit by bit.
So now, Nate, when we played this last time, you hadn't gone and lived in Japan for quite some time. But now that you've been in Japan and you speak Japanese, how do you properly pronounce that little island that we always called Kure or Kure, which I know is not the Japanese way of saying it?
Yeah, well, it'd be Kure.
Kure. Okay, so
Kure.
yeah. Kure is.
But I'm not
Sounds
sure
very
if
neat.
that name is actually a Japanese name for the island, or whether it's Hawaiian or whatever. They're a little bit close, but
I'm pleased to think of it as a Japanese island because it will be shortly if it isn't
yeah,
already.
you think so?
Oh, smack talk already. It starts early. Oh,
Yes.
not even the first turn.
All right. So have you got all those ships lined up there?
Just working on it.
Okay, that's all right.
It's funny because I remember ships like the Tone,
Yes.
and it's been so long since playing this, but it's funny
So-
how that sticks.
It
Yeah.
sticks with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just remember that the designations. So the CV is an aircraft carrier, CA is heavy cruiser, CL is light cruiser, and I don't know if you have any battleships, which are BBs.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh,
I seem to
boy.
remember that I have a Yamamoto or something like that, which is going to be a fearsome foe for you.
Yeah. And
And I can spread
Gen-
these out however I choose, the ones that enter.
yeah,
stage
anywhere
one?
along that red. Anywhere you like along that red area.
At any
there.
point in the game, do you guys reveal those boxes, or do they stay hidden the whole game?
They stay hidden the whole game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, so from a-
Battleship in a way.
From an observer's perspective in this game, there's not a ton to observe except
Yeah.
for that.
Well, there might be a way for you to unlock the.
Oh, okay. I can experiment with that.
Yeah, see if you can find a view where you can actually see. I mean, just obviously you don't want to share what's.
No,
what's
no,
going
no,
on,
no.
But
It would make it more interesting from the observer's perspective, though.
oh,
if
it
you could,
certainly will, because otherwise you're just.
Actually, I'm
Yeah.
staring at the what is it? It's the Dway. I'm reading that upside down. Dway battle board. Oh, Midway battle board.
Yeah.
That's all I can
Midway.
really. That's all I can see.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wait. Oh, the battle board. Yeah, that's when we spot. So either when there's surface combat, like the ships end up in the same space, or when the airplanes are attacking, then that's where that part figures in. So that part will be interesting. But see if you can maybe unlock the fog of war or whatever on that,
Yeah.
and see. So
I could try to flip the table.
yeah.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Oh no, that's
Yeah. So, all right. I'm all set up. How are you?
I'm looking pretty
Looking-
good, I think.
Okay.
And I have the choice of either putting the ship on the board directly, or I can put them in a task force and put that task force marker on there, correct?
Yeah. So yeah, and it probably will be easier to move your task forces in general. It's a good point. So, it just saves you from. It allows you to kind of see all the different pieces. Spread out as opposed to.
Is there a limit to the number of ships in one task force?
No, you can have your entire navy in a single space
Just
if you.
One
like.
giant Jenga block.
Yes, pretty much.
so. Randall, I was able to actually see your Japanese battle plan.
Do you like it?
Oh,
Let's take a look at
especially
that
point
right
number 2.
Yes.
I didn't know if I should
Oh.
reveal it or not, but
Yes, it's quite.
Nate
I think
isn't it-
unfortunately has no plan.
No.
so how did you?
Typical
How did you
American.
get to see that? How did you get to unlock that?
I actually just hovered on top of it. It actually showed me.
Oh,
That's,
okay. Can you hover on top of
I
the
could-
search boards as well and take a peek that way?
No, I've been trying that. No,
Can you zoom down inside?
no, that's what I was trying earlier. No, it won't allow that.
No, with
either, but,
tabletop, sometimes you have to identify a color and say, I want to see inside red. If you right click
Oh,
on
I
the
see.
box and say revealer and reveal color.
click your name in. Oh, actually, click your name in the top right corner. Change color.
Yeah, maybe if you change color, you might be able to.
Might work.
You might be able to join us. Or maybe if you join the diamond team, you see how I'm diamond. I don't know if that will allow you to.
Oh,
to
you know
see.
what? The only color it allows me is the spectator color right now. I guess. Doesn't look like it's.
What
Well,
if
we
you
need to get a
join-
battle fired up.
Join
so
my
Cax can see
diamond
that.
team. You see how I'm diamond? Like if you click on.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
See if you click on diamond if it lets you then.
No, unfortunately, I don't think so. I'll try. I'll see what happens if I. Oh, change team. There we go. Yeah.
So if memory serves, Nate, there's a number beside
Let's
each
see.
of the ships on my Midway hit record that reflect the amount of points you get if you sink that ship, correct?
Yes.
So the Enterprise is very or I sink your Enterprise for 10 points.
Yeah, the
And Victor-
enterprise
Oh!
is.
How many
Oh,
points
excellent,
for
Nate.
victory?
I am able to see your board.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's really close up, though, eh?
I don't know what you're seeing, but you can zoom.
Like when you go through the blue curtain,
Oh,
it's really, really
yeah,
close.
yeah, you're right there. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
were-
right.
it's like right in
skimming
front of
along
your
the water. It's one of the things
that's
that I
good.
like about tabletop is it has some nice visuals that way. So, all right. So
Yeah.
so the Japanese player moves first, and you move two spaces on your first turn and subsequent turns. I can move up
Okay.
to 6 on my first turn.
6, right.
All right.
And I don't have to move the full
You
2,
don't have to
correct?
move 2. No, sometimes you want. It's like Scotland Yard or something. Sometimes you want to,
Right.
and
And no diagonal moves. So I could move over and down or over and up, that sort of thing.
No, I think diagonal moves are okay. Actually, let me just double check. But
Okay.
I think it's.
What impresses me is that when we were 14-year-old teenage boys that we were playing a game like this. I don't think kids these days would play a game like this.
No,
this is.
no, not really. Well, it's different world back then, obviously.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. No, I think you can move diagonally.
Okay. We'll house rule that and say you can. It might make things a little faster and more entertaining.
Well, I mean.
Okay, so where are we at right now? What's
So
the phase
my-
here?
So-
What are we doing?
so
My move
first-
is done.
Yeah, and so once you've done your move, then basically each of us gets the opportunity to say we're readying our planes, and that basically means that our planes can take off for the following,
Turn?
the following turn. But if you have your planes ready and the other guy attacks you, then each of your ships have ships have one, aircraft carriers have one less hit points, so they can be sunk a lot more easily.
Okay. So what's next?
Okay, and are you readying your planes? I'm not, but
I am not.
Okay.
No.
all right. So then, I should have moved first. So it's move, then readying the planes or not, and then searches. So I can move up to 6 spaces.
Okay.
Nate, that TF4 you have there.
Yes.
Is that are those searches that you're setting on the board now right now?
No, those are my. So if you look at the bottom of my search board, you'll see Task Force 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Correct. Yes,
So,
I see that. Yeah.
so that is it's to make it less cluttered.
Oh, okay. Now I noticed the each letter is like across the grid is in blocks of 9.
Yeah. So when we do the search, I would say like D1, and then if the ships are anywhere in those 9, then Randall has to let me know.
So okay, so even if so basically you don't know if you're on the ship or just in the quadrant of the ship.
Well, no, he'll have to say, he has to designate what types of ships, so he can say, oh, there's an aircraft carrier in the B space, there's a battleship in the H space, of those. And
Okay.
so then I can send out my planes, right? If as long as they're ready on deck.
Oh, I see.
Right? So,
Okay.
and then you can also de-ready your planes if you would like. So if you want to, if you've lost sight of, the enemy and you don't want to be caught by surprise, then yeah. So
Right.
so
Okay.
the U.S. player then calls out 4 search areas, and basically I can search wherever.
We've each only moved one turn at this point, correct?
Yes, but
Yes, okay.
I search, and I can search. The American player can search anywhere on the board. The Japanese can only search within 12 zones of one of your ships, any one of your ships. So, but you don't
Okay.
have to search. If you don't want to give yourself away, then you don't have to search.
Mhm.
So I'm going to search in A3.
A3 is a hit.
Oh, okay. What you got?
Oh.
You have found a light. Oh, sorry. CV is an aircraft carrier.
carrier. Oh boy, that's
You found 2 of those. You found a
okay.
CL.
Where?
which
Like which part? You have to say A, B, C, D.
I have to. Do I have to tell you the letter?
Yep. But just
It's an I.
all of them?
All of
Oh
them.
boy.
Oh.
So 2 CVs.
2 CVs, 1 CL. Is that a light
That's
cruiser?
a light cruiser, yeah.
And 1 battleship.
Oh boy, that's a major one. That was a good find. Now, of course, he
You can
knows
see
he's been
what's coming
spotted,
to
though.
knock on your door.
All right, A4 is my next search.
A4 is a miss.
A5.
A5 is a hit.
Oh boy.
Oh.
He's trying to be sneaky.
In I, you have found a CA, which stood for what?
Heavy cruiser.
Heavy cruiser. Okay. That's it.
Oh. In which square?
In I.
I. Ooh. Now remember, there's, just so you know as well, there's one of your pieces that is the troop carrier, right? It has the troops on it, so you want to make sure that it's
Okay.
that it's safe.
What's that one called?
That one is the Atago, I believe, just from memory.
And where do I discover
I don't
that
think he's on the board
piece
at the
of-
beginning.
No. How would I know that information when I forget that name later?
It's just it's one of those things. It's not marked on the thing, but that's yeah. It's not marked. It's not. There's nothing like special on the chit there. So basically, it's the Atago. So the Atago
It is the Otago. Okay.
is not. I don't think it's on the board yet. That's your troop carrier. So you're just gonna have to remember that.
And I need that in order to invade Midway, or
yeah.
could I?
So you need to like get that ship to Midway and spend 4 consecutive turns on it, and then if you do, then you've captured Midway. You get 15 victory points for that.
Wow, that seems like a
And
very
every turn that you
mission.
don't do that after 0500 on let's see here, where's the, oh, you have the turn track there. So after 0500 on I think it's the 5th, every time you don't take Midway, then I actually get a victory point every single turn that you're not there. So the clock
Wow,
begins to
okay.
tick. You have
okay.
to definitely make it there. So, okay, and then my last search is A6.
A6 is a miss.
Okay. So you get 3 searches, up to 3 searches. They have to
Okay.
be within 12 hexes or 12 spaces of your whatever, any ship. It doesn't have to be like a specific ship.
Within 12, you say?
Yes, within 12.
So it would be impossible at this
Probab-
stage for me to see you because
probably.
you've only gone six spaces,
yeah.
correct? Yeah. So I'm gonna
okay.
pass.
So so after the searches, and again, sometimes you don't want to give the the impression that you're going to or sometimes you want to not search so that you they don't know where you are. It's harder for me to pin you down. So then this is where we'd
Right.
each write, if we had our planes ready, we'd each write on there whether we're attacking or not. So we just did.
Yes. Okay. And then that's a simultaneous reveal if that were the
Yes,
case.
exactly. And I'm not sure exactly how we do that with the battle plan thing. Is that something? I don't know how that's done on this. I guess.
I do not
yeah.
either. We'll figure it out when we cross that
Yeah,
bridge.
we'll figure that out. So anyway. Oh.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I think I've got an idea on how we can do it. So, okay, so once we've, if there's no attacks, then we move on to the next turn. So you move, then I move, then we.
Okay. So so we go down to 0700 hours. Okay.
So move up to yeah, and so check. You may have some ships that enter. Let's see, when's the next ships arrive? Okay, the next ships don't arrive until 1500. So you get 4 more ships at that point.
Okay. All right, my move is done.
And now I could move 6 on the first move, but I can only move 2 on the next.
Oh, that's helpful
Yes.
for me.
So I've got to
Perfect.
be careful here. I don't reveal too much about my forces. Okay.
Wow, this interface is excellent, Nate. I just want to mention that as you were lifting those and moving the tokens there, you could actually see shadow on the board below.
It's really well done.
That's really sharp.
It's helpful for placing the pieces when you
I
put
have
the shadow.
moved, and so as you can see, Cax, I've stacked up some pieces so that I know where.
I noticed that. I didn't know if I should ask about
Well,
that or
it's
not.
just
'Cause
where I
didn't want to reveal
spotted
anything,
them.
but
So I'm gonna maybe see if I can keep an eye on that big task force. I don't want to lose it. So
Little Scotland Yard
I'm
action.
gonna keep tabs on that.
So those you're putting down right now, Nate, or where
Where
you're
I'm
going
going to search.
Now the one quadrant already. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
I'll wait till you
Okay.
search, and then I'm gonna ask.
So
the question.
are you readying your planes, Randall? I'm not.
I am not.
So I'm gonna check A3.
But that's exactly what I wanted to ask you about, Nate. Why would you search there? Because you know that
But he's
quadrant
moved.
already, don't you?
Or maybe
So
he
he's-
of
hasn't,
course.
right?
He's trying to
But
figure
that's a
out where
big
I'm
that's
up,
a big
what I'm
battle
up to.
group.
So
That's if there's a couple aircraft carriers
Yeah.
there, that's the one that I want to target.
so that is
You
a
don't-
that is a
so
miss.
he's moved out of there. So I'm gonna try B3.
B3 is a miss.
A4.
A4 is a hit.
Let me guess. 2 aircraft carriers and a battleship and.
Same. Yeah, all the same works
okay.
in F.
See, he's trying to deke me out, Cax. And I'll try B4 as well.
B4 is a miss.
So now I'm guessing where this other heavy cruiser went, but I'm not too worried about him.
Okay. Now that contingent there in A4, is that worth going after, Nate? or
Well,
is it-
yeah, because
Would you leave
if I
those ones
sink
go?
his aircraft carriers, then that is that's quite the prize. Yeah, that's quite the
a
prize.
big blow. Okay. And do you know if there's aircraft
Yes, he
carriers
said there's
there
2
or not?
aircraft carriers, a light cruiser, and a battleship. Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay.
because this is our first game at this, maybe what we can do is we won't worry about the fighters, because the fighters are, well, I suppose we can if you want to. The rules aren't that bad to figure out. Okay, so are you searching?
Okay, so I do.
Yep.
I do a search now, and I can go up to 12 squares.
Oh,
I do not
interesting.
search.
Huh. Okay. So now we basically, jot down if we're going to do an attack. So I have no idea how to simultaneously reveal that.
I think what we do is on our Japanese battle plan, you would write it in
Yeah,
there. I am
but I
going
guess
to
I
attack,
can't
and then we can just
reveal that.
take
Or
that
maybe I
box
can.
off.
I'm just trying to figure out how to reveal that.
Can we just slide that box to the
No.
side? No.
There's got to be a way to do that. It's one thing I wish there was a little more explanation on this.
That's okay.
Okay. Anyway, we'll just be we'll just be honest about it or whatever. Probably I don't know if it
Play
matters
the honor
that
system,
much
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's not much you can do about it. But anyway, okay. So
Right,
no attacks.
Right.
Okay. Move the turn marker.
No attacks.
And
Yeah,
you move
okay.
to.
You also get an infusion of ships
Nope.
as the game
I
goes
get
on.
what I get at the beginning, and that's it.
Oh, that's it,
Yeah.
eh? Okay,
Oh,
so I
wow.
get stronger
Yes.
as the game goes on, and ooh,
I have to
okay.
hold
Nate has
on.
to hold on. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's your balance point, eh?
I'm
That's
just
kind
a
of the-
small.
the
I'm just,
the
and this
sliding
is
scale.
based on the history. Is that there was just a
Interesting.
kind of a smaller American
Kex.
force.
You're a history man, Cax. What was the importance of Midway in the war?
I didn't really study the Pacific as much. I was more on the Western Front, but and actually, to be honest, it was the home front that I
Midway's
looked at.
an
So.
island. Midway's an island. in
I
the
have no
middle
clue.
Of the Pacific, but it would have allowed bombing of San Francisco. If
Oh, is that it? Okay, I would have thought it's maybe the closest.
well, it's not.
towards
It's
Japan,
pretty close
but
to
not so, eh?
Hawaii, so it would have, potentially. They could have potentially invaded Hawaii. They could have bombed. I think they could bomb San Francisco from there. So, yeah, it was worth
Okay.
doing.
Oh wow. All right.
So if you move,
Okay, so I'll
Yep,
move.
yep.
I'll move my ships now. Okay. All right, the move has been completed.
so to give you an idea of the range, Cax, when we launch something from our
Yep.
aircraft carriers, they've got a range of 14 spaces. So they can fly out, but they have to fly back somewhere. So it's probably like 7 hexes out and then 7
Right.
hexes back. But you can land
7
them on other
hexes back,
carriers as
right.
long as there's room. There's kind of a maximum room. Otherwise, they end up in the ocean and you waste them. So, yeah.
Oh right.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to move. I don't know if I'm doing this very well or not.
So there is one problem. We may need to be gentlemen about this, but I can see where your hand is
Oh, you
grabbing. Yeah, and
Oh, I
you
see.
could do the same for me. So we
if I
would have
zoom
a
right
basic
in? Can you see my
proximity
hand
of
now?
where
Oh, weird.
I can. Yeah. So that's the one giveaway is it sort of lets me
Oh,
know that you're
okay.
floating around, probably
Yeah.
around F2-ish.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting that the
So,
game would let that happen. I
um,
wonder if there's an invisible hand or something.
So why don't we just, when it's our turn, we'll just
Yeah, okay,
zoom
we'll
our
do
screen
that,
in so
yeah.
we can't see the
No,
other
that's good to
person's
know.
area. So go ahead. You can. I'm zoomed in, so you
Yeah.
can move your ships
Okay.
now.
Yeah, Nate. What if you want to
Yeah, I'm
remove?
just
Maybe
trying to
Nate.
remember where people were though. This guy. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a way to turn the hand invisible. There's a lot in this module that I need to figure out. But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
You're good. Okay, I am also
Okay,
good.
so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I think B4 would be. Oh.
B4 is a miss.
A4 then.
A4 is a miss.
5A. Oh, you
5A
jerk!
is a miss.
Where did you go? A3.
A3 also
Whoa,
a
where did
miss.
that guy go? Yeah,
He's a
Huh.
sneaky devil.
I think he's gone there. Just a guess. Okay. And are you searching?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're 10 squares in, correct? Is your
Yes,
closest?
up to 6, yes, 10.
And sorry, when you say it's 12, is that including the square that my ship is on? Or the space in front of it?
So you'd count out.
Okay. I would like to search F3.
All right. You have found me. In
What have I
F3
located?
space F, you have 1 aircraft carrier and 2 light cruiser and heavy cruiser.
Are you able to reproduce
Yes,
my
I can,
pieces
yeah.
so I can...
I don't know why it's not letting you do
Okay,
this, but that's fine.
I only have these... Yeah, it's just grayed out for me for some reason. Do you have any
No, I don't have any battleships.
Tokens you can
Light
Oh, sorry, what
cruiser,
did you say
CL,
was there?
and
Okay.
do
you have any CL pieces?
It's a bit weird.
Do you have any over here
sorry.
I can just
no, that's your
use?
piece.
I could just use
Yeah.
a blue token if you've got...
No, I don't have a CL as
anything
well.
of
So
that ilk?
that's fine. Just use a CA. It's
No?
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
That's fine.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so sorry, there was a CA there? This was in F3 F?
F, yes.
Okay, so 1 CA.
Yeah.
What else was in that
CL,
square?
CA, and CV. So I better do some evasive maneuvering. It's almost kind of like, in real life, if you'd heard the search planes overhead and you're like, oh crap, they've seen us, and so let's get in and do some evasive maneuvers because yeah.
Ha. And
We
do I just
get
get
up
the
to
one
3
search or do I get
searches
multiples?
from any 12 hexes from whatever ship you like.
Okay, sorry, I may have overstretched there because yeah, I think
Okay.
I just cheated, sorry.
Yeah, it has to be 12 spaces. Well, no, I think
Touching one of my ships. Like I would have to count and not counting diagonally, correct?
no, I think diagonally is fine. I don't know. I can't. I'm gonna have to double check that in the rules. We'll
Is it?
we'll
Okay.
play with diagonals, but it doesn't seem to say you can't do it. So
Okay. If I'm allowed to
Yeah.
count diagonally, then
because
that's
I think
fair.
you're able to fly your planes out
Then I am good to
diagonally,
go.
as far as I know. I'll see if I can
Okay, let's
spot
search
something in there. but-
F5.
F5? Yes.
Yeah, I picture you're going to try and protect Kira
Yes.
and Midway with a
In,
big fleet in,
F
there.
again. 2 heavy cruisers and an aircraft carrier. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Running
can
out of tokens
duplicate
here.
as many as you need. So what are you looking for? Just save me one of each.
Sure, here. There you go. Just make a bunch of...
No,
you
one,
said 2
whoops.
aircraft carriers and 1 CA?
Yeah.
One
you've got a
CV,
bunch
2
of
CAs?
CVs there.
Hey, Randall, do you have any ships
Oh.
on your battle board right now?
On the
Don't have
search
any
board, yes.
CAs. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
On his search board? Okay. Because it's
Hmm.
interesting. I can see his board, but it's all just blanked out. So
Huh. Can you make a
Yeah.
bunch of those CAs for me? Perfect. And there were
Yes.
2 of those, correct?
Okay.
Okay, lovely. And, well, let's join the parade there. So we'll go F4.
F4 is a miss.
Okay.
So you've tracked me down. Okay.
Somewhat. How many ships did you
I
start the game
have
with?
14 ships to begin.
14, but I've only found 6 of them.
Or sorry, no, I've got 11 ships. Yeah.
11? Oh, okay. That's better odds then.
Yeah.
oh, all right. Just
Not
over
bad.
half, Randall. Nice.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yes.
Okay, are
because,
we off to the moves now?
We're not declaring an attack, so
Oh, and we've got to move.
yeah.
Okay, and move the time track forward.
Just remember at 3 p.m. you get some more guys.
Are you ready to
Yes,
zoom in on our
I'll zoom
maps
in.
for
I'm
gentlemen's
zoomed in.
ignorance?
This is a gentleman's ignorance. I like it.
Okay,
Okay.
I am complete.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Gets to be a little bit unnerving when you're not quite sure where that guy is that you saw.
I know. I don't know where that battleship went. I've got an idea where that task force went, but I'm just guessing.
So you get to search now for me.
Yes. Oh, are we readying our planes?
What's
It's getting
what's
close now.
what's the
so,
range again?
7 spaces.
And that can include diagonals.
So. Yeah, so we
Out
got to
and
get
then
back
7
though.
spaces
So
back.
you have to be able to. Yeah, we're playing that.
Can you go diagonally, Nate, as
you
well?
know, that we are. So there's nothing in the rules that I can
Okay.
see. I'm pretty sure I saw
And
something like
this is where we reveal if we've readied our planes openly or in secret. Like we do it at the same time.
we kind of do it at the same time basically. So on your battle board you'll see planes ready. There's like a little counter here. Do you see? You see right here? Look at my blue
Sorry,
hand.
just a second, just trying to zoom out. Oh yes, okay.
Yes, so that's where you declare whether you're readying your planes.
Where does
or
that
not.
token go?
So we could. It's anywhere. It's just a reminder. But basically, what we could do, if we want to, is do 3, 2, 1, and then either flip it or
okay.
not.
Gotcha.
So 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna ready my
Okay,
planes.
I am not readying my planes.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Because I think I can maybe get a first strike here, but let's see if I can pull it off. Because even if you ready your planes, you don't actually have to launch them, and you can keep them ready. It's just as long as they're ready, then they're going to be, potentially.
What's the
issue.
downside? Why would you not ready them then?
Because
what-
if they're ready,
Exactly,
then
I was
each of
gonna
your
ask that.
aircraft carriers takes 1 less hit point to kill.
Oh, okay. So if you're playing,
Because you've got
because when they blow up, they cause a
Yeah.
lot of damage.
They weaken the
yeah,
aircraft
because
carrier.
yeah.
That fuel.
Well, historically,
A lot of
that's
fuel
exactly
out
what
there.
happened. Is that the U.S. Spotted the Japanese carriers just when the carriers were preparing their planes on deck.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So that's what what actually caused the Americans to win this battle. So I'm gonna go with C5.
C5. You have a hit. You
Oh,
found the
boy.
elusive task force in G. It's the same group.
Oh, really? Interesting. All right, but that our other cruisers nowhere to be seen. Okay. What do we turn 4 here?
I've got my marker at turn 4. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So there's only so far you could go. Okay, I may have readied my planes a bit early, but we'll try C6.
C6 is a
Is
hit.
it that heavy cruiser?
So you've got a heavy cruiser in C.
Yeah.
You've also discovered another unit.
Oh.
This
Very
is-
mysterious.
Everybody else, basically.
Everybody else? Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So this is
Everybody
this is a
else?
battleship, a CV, and a CA. You found the
So
mother
that's your
lode,
entire
Where?
fleet, Randall?
in I.
Oh boy. So
Yeah, so
that-
you've revealed
cow.
all of my ships with those 2 hits.
So Nate, is that like game
No,
over
not
now
yet.
for real?
Okay, so I think I've found all of your ships. So I think I'll call off the search here. That's pretty successful.
Yes, it was.
Well, there's nothing else
Is there
to
any
find.
advantage to calling off the? I know you don't have to,
I
but
found everybody.
there's to find. Right. Okay. Yeah.
No.
There's no
So
bonus
this could
benefit
be
to
interesting.
being short. Okay. Randall is a single bead of sweat falling
No,
down
not
your
at
face
all.
right
I
now.
wanted him to find them because now he knows what he's up against. Yes, it
That was
was.
all part of the master
It
plan.
was the master plan. Okay, so I do.
And
I
Nate
do.
does have his planes ready, right?
So where?
Oh,
so are you searching?
boy.
Yes, I'm going to search in F5.
F5. Miss.
Oh, okay. Let's go in F4.
F4. You have a hit. You found two
boy.
heavy cruisers and an aircraft carrier.
Okay, so and which square?
In I.
Okay. And I get one more search.
Yep.
Let's do F3.
Miss.
Interesting.
All right.
Where did those guys go?
Are you declaring an attack? 3, 2, 1. I am not.
Oh,
You can.
What?
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm
can't
not,
attack,
I'm
right?
not declaring an attack. So. All right. Now this gets interesting.
So now we move the time track ahead. Ooh, I'm about to get some new
Yes,
ships, and
that's what I'm worried.
I might need
That's
them.
what I'm worried
I might
about.
need them soon, since you found everybody.
Yeah. All right. So I'm zoomed in.
So
Oh,
Nate,
of
is it
course.
possible for Randall
so
to
we're going to
scatter still and
Gen-
try
He
to
could
gentlemen's-
like?
just he could
gentlemen's
move
board
back.
here?
He could move. He
Okay.
could totally retreat, and pull back, and and then I'll probably lose him. Or he can charge forward or stay put. This is part of the bluffing of it, is that you need to have
Oh, I see.
you need to have your
Okay,
planes
alright.
ready, and you need to have your carriers within 7 spaces, so you can send them up against the other side. So, but they have to be in range, right? You need to be able to get them back. So you gotta kind of get close,
Right.
but
Okay.
not too close. Because you can actually have surface battles as well, if. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
Although apparently
Sea
it's
battle,
pretty
nice.
rare, like it doesn't happen much in this game, but they do have rules for it if it does happen. So, but this is where the search really matters,
okay.
because
Okay, I have completed my maneuvers.
okay. Are you zoomed in?
I am. Yep, you're
Yep.
moving now.
Okay. All right. I think I'm done. So now searching.
Okay, so
This is going to be very interesting. Okay. Well, I have to search. I have to search C5 again.
C5 is a mess.
Yeah, I thought so. I'll try D6.
D6. You have found a CA
Okay.
in H.
H. Okay. He's flying all over the place here.
That is it.
I'm going to try D7.
You have found a battleship, a CV, a CB, and a CA.
Where's that in?
That is in B.
Huh, didn't scare him off with that search.
So I noticed in the bottom row, in the 7 row, it only goes up to
F.
D.
Yes, it does.
Does it only go to D? E.
Yeah.
F. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah.
So it's
I
three,
guess it's just
three
it's
boxes
just
short in
showing
that
the
last
historically where
quadrant.
the
Interesting.
battle happened or whatever. They ran out of space. I don't know.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
I'm going to try C6 for my last
I
search.
was like, you didn't add the last row in there.
C6 is a
Yes.
hit. In F, that's the other. That is a CB, CV, CL, and a BB.
Expecting you to be a little more sneaky. Okay.
I was hoping you would expect me to be sneaky.
All right. Did you? Before you search, are you readying your planes or not?
On the count of 3.
Well, I'm already ready.
Oh, you've
but
already
I
readied
could
yours.
de-ready them, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
Oh,
I am
boy.
ready. My
Here we go.
planes. Okay, and I
yep.
get 3
This
searches.
is where it gets a bit nerve-wracking because if you don't spot me, then look out. But if I spot you,
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
trouble.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, I gotta search F5.
yes, in A, there's 2 cruisers, heavy cruisers, and aircraft carrier.
Okay.
You can see all this, Cax, can you?
I can see.
Yes.
All I see is where you hit
The
there.
planes are all on the battle
marker,
board.
but I don't see
So
where your
if you,
planes
if you
are.
look, yes. So if you see here, there's
Oh,
Enterprise,
task force below.
Hornet,
There
and
it is. Yeah,
Yorktown,
I
and
see now,
Midway
okay.
Island also has a stash. And then on his end, if you take a look, you can see. So the T are torpedo bombers.
Right.
The F is
Okay.
fighters, and D is dive bombers.
So I'm gonna search E6.
Okay.
E6. Miss.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And let's go F6.
In B, there is 2 heavy cruisers and an aircraft carrier.
Sorry, this is
Yeah.
F6
Yeah.
in B.
I was hoping you weren't going to call that one out. Damn it. Okay.
Okay. And do I
3.
get 4 searches or 3?
Yes.
Okay, and you get
I've
4.
already done that. So,
Okay.
all right. So,
All right.
now we basically just declare whether we're doing an attack or not.
Okay, and so this is where we're within range that we can
Yes.
zoom
so
onto this
that's-
battle
yes,
board
that's
over
where
here.
the battle will be happening.
Okay. And are we declaring battles on multiple?
Yeah, well,
grids, or-
basically, like, what you're supposed to do is write down where you're, how many planes you're sending, and to which space.
Yep.
Yeah, we could do.
You know
yeah.
what you could do is
Yeah,
actually write them
it's-
down on
yeah,
a piece of paper
if you want to.
and then just call
That's
it
so
out, right?
old school, Cax. That's so
If,
old
if it's
school.
multiples and you don't want to get
Huh.
confused by it or whatever. Yeah, I know.
Yes, that's true.
Well, hey, man,
So,
it's
all right,
it's more
so,
authentic to the game.
You can declare your attacks, and remember, the range is 14 hexes.
I'll just do it on my battle plan here.
Oh boy, I was found out a little bit sooner then. Now, did you want to play with the fighters? I don't know if you got through that part of the rules.
Yeah, let's throw it in there. I saw that you had a that's more the
Yeah.
advanced game, which is
It's not
fine.
really that. You either use them against enemy fighters or as screening value against enemy dive bombers. and torpedo bombers. So. Huh. Okay, so let me see. So remember to check your the available units on the side there. So do you see how this is working, Cax? Yeah. So the fighters can either be sent
Yeah, I do actually.
to patrol the
Yeah,
ship.
making a bit of sense.
So you can. So if I have the Enterprise, right? So I can say I'm going to send 4 fighters to what they call the close air protection or whatever, CAP, and basically like they are used to protect you can use it to defend the ships basically against air attack, or you can send fighters along with your attacking bombers to fight the other fighters, so that the dive bombers and torpedo bombers have a good shot at so they're not distracted.
Damage.
Okay.
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 I think I've got this figured out. So I'm just saying who's attacking where, but I'm not saying specifically what
well, you need to
attacking.
say which planes are going where. So you can say, like, for example, like 2 fighters are CAP, like for protecting the ship.
Oh wow, this might take a
because
little longer
you need
than-
to just
okay.
jot down how many different guys you're sending.
Sorry, how many
So,
are defending?
so
how many are attacking?
Okay, so if you look at your, let's just say the Akagi has 7 fighters, 7 torpedo bombers, and 7 dive bombers. So you need to figure out, okay, how many of these fighters are going to stay protecting the aircraft carrier? How many are going to fly out with the attacking planes to, to strip away the enemy attackers? And the same thing with the dive, like, you're going to hold back any torpedo bombers or dive bombers? You're going to send them all? Like, you need to just say which hex you're attacking. And I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, they each have to attack. Like, you can't split them up. Like, as far as I know, it has to be like you're sending them all against one or whatever.
Okay.
So it's a bit tricky because it's. So do you conserve your energy or do you send it all? Is the tricky part. And who else is there? I mean, really, it's just the aircraft carriers that have to worry about it. So you're not. So just designating the CAP is really the important part. Yes. Yeah.
CAP is the fighters? Oh, okay. All right. I'm probably playing this like a complete noob because I can't really remember what's what.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's part of the fun. It's
going to be.
Surprise to see.
Again, I haven't played this. It's probably a way to be much more subtle and everything. So.
Well, the pilots are like, "Who the hell is commanding this operation? Has this guy never been in a battle before?" Cax, do you have any advice for Nate? Last words before he faces the Flash Thompson wrath.
All right. So
Run.
I'm declaring the attack on.
I would say run as fast as you can, Nate.
D7 and C6, those guys. So how did you want to? Everything basically happens simultaneously. So how, like, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah. Do you want to see my battle plan here?
Yeah, I wasn't able to write in mine. Oh, hang on. I see. Yeah.
Oops,
so
blindfold.
Sorry, fighters.
So basically, I'm doing all fighters are defending ships, all torpedo
okay.
bombers and dive
Interesting.
bombers are attacking you, and I'm going. My Task Force 2, which is the C6, is going
Okay.
in against your F5A. The Tone is going in against the F5A, and then the one from 7D is going in against
perfect.
F6B.
Okay. Yep.
So we resolve those one at a time then? Okay. So what happens if I attack one set of your ships, but you attack a different set of my ships?
So let's do your attack. So you're attacking. The attack on F6. Let's say. Let's do that.
So F6. Okay, so that's my
the
Task
New
Force
Orleans.
1,
Which
is I'm
North, the Hornet,
Harani and Kaga.
and what's there? The Pensacola. So basically, I set up on anywhere I like on the board. And I'm gonna set up like this. So you got.
Soryu and
You're gonna have a tough
Chikuma.
time getting in the door.
Soryu, Chikuma, Kaga, and Haruna. So Haruna.
So yeah, so there's my ships there. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate a
Okay.
whole bunch of these fighters here. So you can make change. The way you do it is you right click
Okay.
on the plane, and then you choose the state. So do you see the? And then that basically
State.
chooses
Oh, okay.
like, so you can make change, in other words, like so for example, the Akagi has 7 torpedo bombers, for example. So you can set that up to, you can have 6 and 1 or 3 and 4 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So.
Okay. And
Well,
sorry, does placement
first
of
of
my
all,
ships
you do
really
your
matter
air
here
attack on
then?
mine. So we're going to do that one first. So who did you send against the?
Okay. All
Okay.
torpedo bombers
Yeah,
and
nice.
all
Okay.
dive bombers, just to
So
keep it
who
easy.
did you? So basically,
From
yes.
that's from the
okay,
Kaga
wow,
and
okay.
Soryu.
So, yep.
So that,
Wow. Okay.
that.
So the screening
and
value,
that.
okay, is the second number. So that's the only one we need to worry about. So 3, 3, and 3. So if you are flying against, let's say you're flying this guy, and let's say he's a dive bomber, so you put him on top. So that's a 7 on 3. So then you'd roll on the 2
Okay,
on
yep.
1 part of the chart. Okay. So, but you can
Okay,
split them
yep.
up, so you can have multiple attacks, and if you're attacking, I can only direct my anti-aircraft towards one group.
Right.
Right. So.
Do you mind moving your hand just so I can see the name of that ship?
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Pensacola, Hornet, and New Orleans. So I'm just looking at the values of the ships.
Yes.
Pensacola 3, New Orleans 4, and is that the Hornet? Is worth 10.
Yes, the Hornet,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think I want to sink that bad boy.
Yes. He's very valuable.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so,
his hit points are worth how much? Sorry. Right. That's over on the chart here. So
Yeah.
he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit points.
Yeah. Now I have 5 fighters that I can use. If you don't attack the New Orleans, or whatever, I can use the screening value against, to defend, as long as they're within one space. If I set them this far apart,
Right.
then I can't. So in other words, like Pensacola can't defend the New Orleans, but they're both set up to defend the Hornet.
Right.
So I can choose to use that screening value against one of your groups.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And I actually happen to have 5 fighters as well that.
So in 2-on-1 odds, a 1 to 3 gets me 1 hit, and 4 or 5 is 2 hits, and that's based on. Okay, so I'm gonna get two chances
So
at 2-on-1.
Yeah, well, you can do I think you can mix and match, so you can send in all the dive bombers as 14 if you want to, or
Oh, okay, right.
or you can do 2 attacks of if you want to have 2 rolls, and I can use my fighters against you as well, just as a
Right. Yeah.
way to
okay.
reduce your. They count as like 5 screening value, so I can divide them up as I want to, but I'm probably gonna just put them on
Okay.
the Hornet since it seems to be the one that you're after.
So that's gonna be 4-on-1 odds if I team up my dive bombers.
Yes.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
That happened.
That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine.
So that's a minimum of 3 hits. But what does your screening value take off? Sorry.
Well, it depends, right? Because I've got 2 escorts there. So if I devote their anti-aircraft to the battle, then it'll be 14-on-9. But don't forget, you've got
Okay.
other guys there too, right?
The torpedo guys, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
so you
trying to
can-
calculate.
Now the torpedo guys go like basically this way, so they're.
Right.
Whoops, I'm twisting this the wrong way. But yeah.
Well, just because I'm not entirely sure how that works, I'm just gonna go all in on the Hornet. I want that.
Yeah.
I want that prize.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, again, if you want, this can just be a learning game anyway, right? So.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm probably wasting, and yeah, we'll go the dive bombers, and I'm gonna do
Yeah.
all in one big run. Oh, it's
Yeah. You keep doing
weird that it keeps flipping. Oh well, we'll just assume he's gonna blow up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you've already flipped it. Okay. So actually, what I'll do is. This is actually neat because I can like lock the piece, so there's
Right, so
nothing
it
you
won't
can do
get
to-
flipped anymore. Okay,
You can't flip them anymore. So
cool.
okay,
Let's
so
do
you're
this.
combining all that.
I'm just
and
gonna
then-
throw the works against the Hornet.
Okay, so you see how the Pensacola is too far away from those torpedo bombers, so he can only throw his screening value against the dive bombers.
Right. Okay.
So that is 14-on-6. 14-on-6. I'm going to put 2 of these fighters against the dive bombers and 3 against the torpedo bombers, and the New Orleans is going to jump in as well.
Okay.
So you've got 14-on-8 for the dive bombers,
Okay.
right? So it's 2, 3, 3. Okay, so if you roll on the chart.
So is that a 2-to-1 odds then? Is that what that goes to, or?
No, I deliberately put 2 fighters against you to throw the odds to 1-to-1.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So-
So I'm glad I went all in on the one.
Yeah. So
1-to-1, and where
So
is?
if you want to roll that,
Oh, here's
the
the
dice are across they're in like the dice tower thing.
Okay. Rah!
4.
Could be worse. 4 is just 1 hit.
1 hit, lose 4 squadrons.
Whew, okay.
So I don't know how you want to divide those out. Did you want to split them evenly between the 2 groups?
Sure.
Okay.
So all of your ships seem to have 1 hit on them already. Is that correct?
No, they shouldn't have any hits on them
Haha.
yet. I just probably put them in the wrong spot.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to send 3 fighters against your torpedo bombers there, and the New Orleans is 3 as well. So that's 17-on-6.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's a little better.
So that'll be 2-on-1 if I'm not mistaken.
Just by the 1, I needed 1 extra guy. Nuts. 2-on-1.
Yep.
I'll get the dice. Okay. Big money, big roll. Here we go. 3.
3.
So not the greatest. Wow, all that for 1 hit.
Oh, but you have two
Sheesh.
hits. How many hit points does it have?
Uh,
The Hornet.
4, 5.
Yeah, but remember my planes are ready on deck. Like my planes are readied.
Oh, right. So that makes
So-
more damage.
Yeah. No. Sorry. You just grab the. You have to watch the shadows. Remember.
Right. Oh, you just move
So
the one along.
two more
Okay.
hits and I'd be sunk.
But the Enterprise doesn't.
Yeah. But 2 more hits and I'd be sunk.
So did I get an extra damage because your ships were ready?
No, it's just I have 1 less. Instead of 5 hit points, I have 4.
Oh, okay.
Right. And how many squadrons did you lose?
I think 3 on that one.
Yes, 3. So how did you want to lose that? You had 10 coming from the one aircraft carrier and
Yeah, let's lose
7.
3 off the 7.
3 off
We'll
the
go down,
7?
We'll go down to
Okay.
4. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So those planes then return to their ship.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And that's one battle done. Sometimes
took us
the
over an
interface,
hour to get to the
interface
first
is
battle.
in tabletop. I mean, it's great, but it is potentially a bit slower than in real life, right? Like we just throw the ships out there and.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
So do you want
I
to
think
do a
we've
battle?
I think we've lost Cax.
Yeah, I think so. He fell asleep at his desk.
Yeah. Face planted on the keyboard.
Yeah. So that's fine. So anyway, so what? Yeah. So do you want to do the other attack on me, or did you want to do an attack on you?
Yeah, let's do the other attack on you.
Okay. So
Oh wait, sorry. Or let's do whatever ships I've got here. If we might as well, you can fight them.
Okay. So that one was, which one was that? That was the D.
This is my task force one. This is
D7?
my D7. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's coming from.
And the ship in the next quadrant can't protect them, correct?
Not that far away. No.
No, because they're
It's just-
technically in the square right next to them.
No, they have to be in the same square.
Same quadrant. Okay.
Yeah. So I have for that one. So I have 4 fighters that came along with,
Okay.
or sorry, 4 fighters, and I sent the whole the whole group as well. So, all right.
And do fighters, when I defend, I wait to see where you attack before I
Well,
allocate
basically, there's a fighter on fighter battle. So
Okay.
now you have, oh yeah, because you've got a lot of, yeah. So this basically becomes like a, this is on the special thing over here. Fighter versus fighter results. So you designate, so I'm sending in all my fighters there. You designate an amount that you'd like to combat me with, and the rest can be used to defend your ships.
Oh, okay. And so are these all the planes you've sent then?
Yes.
These torpedo
So I've-
bombers and...
Yes, I have 17 planes coming in.
Oh, okay.
But I've
So-
got 4 fighters. You can match that with
But what
whatever.
happens if I don't engage with your fighters at all and I just go for your dive bombers and torpedo
I think
bombers?
no, I think you have to engage my fighters, at least for I think at least the number of fighters that I have there.
Okay, I'll put the minimum into the battle then, and then the remainder will fight
Okay.
to protect
All
my
right.
ships.
So the fighter to okay. So then
So it'll be 1-on-1 for the
yeah.
fighter.
So,
Now is that chart over on the right
3.
side here?
yes. So if you look at it there,
Fighter versus fighter. Okay, got
yes,
it.
you'll see. Yep. So 1-on-1, and you can roll that one.
Okay,
Oh, I saw a dice go by. Oh, no.
here we go.
6.
6. That bodes potentially really well or really horrible.
I have no idea. So lose three defenders,
is
lose
back.
6 attackers. So
And you're the attacker. So that is good.
all my fighters are dead.
Oh boy.
And you lose
Okay.
3 on your end, so this goes down.
So I just have 1 left on the.
Yeah.
Oh, nicely
So-
done.
All right. I don't know what ship he. You can park him wherever, because he's.
I'll just park them here. And, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I sent 4 to defend
So Nate,
my
Randall just killed all your fighters.
guys, but he had. I wasn't expecting him to do that, so he had 14 fighters up to defend. So now he has 10 fighters defending. So, yeah. So I'm going to.
Oh wow. Okay.
This is a rather large board for very small battles.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's also, I think it's set up for the oh man, that ship is really powerful. That
That was my
Haruna?
intention.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
he
his
needs a
screening
little-
value is 5. That is powerful. Shoot.
I'm hoping to blast you right out of the sky. Just
Yeah.
castrate you right off the get-go.
Wow.
I wanted
That
you to
is-
find this fleet. It
That
was
is
a trap.
pretty
Oh
powerful.
boy.
It was a trap. I felt like Admiral Akbar. Yes.
Is that a Star Trek reference? Oh no, that's
Star Trek.
Star Wars.
It's a trap.
Nice reference.
Because of that, I think I'm gonna just
Star
attack
Wars.
the heck out of this guy. Whoops.
Wow,
trap.
nice. You don't have to be so cruel.
Yeah, I'm just hoping to keep some of my guys alive. This is crazy.
I'm thinking after we fight this battle, maybe Cax should step in and play around on my side of the board. Oh, he's already seen your side.
No,
of the
but
board, though.
I don't. Yeah.
He's probably forgotten by now, anyways. Though, so that's probably fine. So
Yeah,
do I
no, it's
just?
okay.
I'll just send all
So
my
you
fighters to
designate.
protect.
Yeah, you designate your fighters. Do you want them to defend against
Yeah.
the torpedo bombers? So you've got a screening value of 10, and plus your ship of 3 plus the Kaga can also chip in. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll go here because that way it's just at a range of the Haruna, so
Okay.
it's 1 space too far. So
And you have 12.
12
there, eh?
dive bombers diving down on you. And I've
So
got 5
in order to
torpedo
get-
bombers attacking this guy. So the Kaga, it would be a 5-on-3 basically on Kaga. It would be a 12-on-3 plus. Then you just distribute your fighters how you see fit.
Okay, so this would be a 1-on-2 if I drop those
Yes.
guys there.
Yep.
Okay, and if I do this,
So
that
2-on-1.
would be a
2-on-1.
two,
Because
2-on-1 on the Chikuma
yes,
or whatever.
Yeah. Because you have a screening value of 3 plus 3 fighters, and I've got 12 dive bombers.
So wouldn't that? Oh, you've got 12 there, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So that's 2-on-1 and a 1-on-2.
Oh no! Wait a second. Now if I take 6 here,
Yeah.
if I only 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
does that tip? No, that makes it a 1-on-1 there then, right?
Yes. The way they do the
Okay,
odds.
so yeah. Well, yeah, I'll allocate this way then. Perfect. So you get to do some die rolling.
Yeah. So sorry, what was that?
So you get to roll it up now and see how you fared.
Okay, so you're gonna put 6. Like this guy's gonna be 6, is he?
So you're a 1-on-2 on my carrier, and I believe you're a 2-on-1 on my whatever that is.
Yeah. So it's. Yeah, because you've got so 1-on-2, and then are you gonna move one over from one to the other though? So you're doing like 6 fighter defense, so it's a 5-on-9.
Oh, don't I have a 10 here?
Oh yes, you do. Yeah, so it's 1-on-2, and then
1-on-2, and this one's
2-on-1.
2-on-1.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Alright,
that.
Sounds good. 1-on-2. Let's do that guy first.
Okay.
4. That's got to be okay. Come on.
4, decent.
1 hit, lose
1-on-2.
3 squadron.
All right. So a hit on the Kaga,
Yes.
correct?
Damaged
Okay.
him.
Well,
Lost some
that's
torpedo
about
bombers
as-
though, big time. All right, and then it's a 2-on-1 for the
Oh, my Yamamoto is so powerful. He's got a lot of hits to take
5.
him down.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, and this is a
Yeah,
2-on-1.
2 hits, lose 4 squadrons. So I lose 4 squadron, but 2 hits on that guy.
And 2 hits on the Chikuma.
There's a sheet, if you look on Randall's side of the board.
How do you track the hits?
Do you see there's a white
Oh, he
a
almost
white
sunk
sheet?
the Chikuma.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
just move the little markers along.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay.
Did I?
Markers.
Yes, he has the U.S. ships. I have the.
Does it have both sets of
Japanese
ships?
ships.
It looks like it just has
So
the
I have.
US
I'm
ships.
storing mine over here. So, who was that? That was one.
One
Oh,
hit
Japanese.
one hit on the Kaga.
Oh boy. Okay. And 2 hits
okay.
on the.
2 hits on the
Oh,
Chikuma.
Chikuma. All right. Oh, I was so close. Almost sank that guy.
Yeah, you almost had him. You should have committed everything.
Well, yeah, maybe. But I'll take it.
It's all right.
All right, your battle now.
Okay.
So you attacked.
Does take a
But-
little while to do the battles.
Yeah, well, I think it's faster when you're doing the
Oh,
the.
have you locked all my pieces here?
What's that?
Have you locked all my pieces here? I can't seem to move them.
Which one? Oh, sorry, I locked them all down. Yeah, just so that they don't flip. They're all unlocked now. I think it's. Oh yeah. Well, it's the whole.
Do all
group
these
comes
ships
in.
actually come into the game? Because that's a lot of ships
I
to take
don't
out.
seem to be able to move that one ship still.
What's that?
I
Oh.
can't move that one ship still.
Sorry,
And-
there,
and
it
is-
should be fine now.
Oh, okay. Perfect. And this is the is this the attack on F5A?
Yes, the Minneapolis. Yeah. Oh man, I feel very overmatched right now. This is bad. I didn't even feel like it took that bad of losses of planes, but oh, wow.
Hiroshima.
Okay, so you want to attack mine? I think so. Again, I think the interface. Part of it is our unfamiliarity, but part of it is the interface with tabletop is just a little bit slower, because you have to like.
A little
you
bit,
know,
yes.
You can't. I don't know. It's just you're moving the mouse around instead of.
Hiroshima.
But
Oops.
you were not
No
supposed.
wonder I
You were
got
not
that guy.
supposed to find these
Nagara.
guys.
Haha.
You're not. I really
I know
thought I
you
could
and your
sneak
tricksy
up
way.
and- see, I think that's the key. If you can sneak up when the other guy isn't
Your
ready, like
secret
oh
weapon?
man, that's devastating.
When he's looking
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Well, if your planes aren't ready, like there was a time there where you didn't ready your planes, and if I had, if you had no planes in the air, it's just me swarming in. Like that's where that's
that would be
where
deadly, eh?
I think the game is won or lost. So. All right, so I've got the Enterprise and
Ooh,
the other thing
the
too,
Big Daddy.
like do you group your carrier groups together, because it's a lot easier to swarm you with like big groups of planes like this. If I had a whole bunch
Yeah.
of ships, like if I had all my 11 ships together, then yeah, you'd have a much tougher time of it, I think.
That's
Anyway.
for sure. And so we got the Enterprise, Minneapolis, and Vincennes.
Yeah, so pretty much the same battle as last time.
Enterprise.
Oh, and sorry, for Cap, I have
Minneapolis and
4
Vincennes,
fighters
okay.
as Cap.
Ah,
so-
okay. So little
Little less,
less. All right. Vincennes and Minneapolis.
So what are your thoughts, CAC, so far? Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it's good. I guess
Yeah.
just because it's a
Yeah,
learning
and
game.
also
it's,
I find like again, if I think in a
the
normal
tempo of the game is a little
game,
bit
like I
sluggish,
think
but-
it's playable within kind of a couple of hours normally. So it's just the nature of this. Oh my gosh, that is brutal, man. I think I really screwed up. This is like, oh my gosh.
I think I stumbled accidentally into a real,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lion's den, more of a deer's
Deer in the headlights.
nest
Yeah.
in the woods.
Oh man, this could end really badly for me. Okay, all right. So the Vincennes is going to defend obviously against the torpedo bombers. That's 14 on 3. We'll send 2 fighters there, and the Minneapolis is going to send their screening value to the dive bombers with these fighters there. Okay. So that's it's going to be 2 rolls the exact same odds, I think. So it's 14 on. Oh, sorry, no. I'm going to screen against the dive bombers. So that's 6, 8. So 14 on 8. So that's 1 on 1 for the 1 roll.
Geez,
and then it's going to be 14 on 5. So that's 2 on 1 for the 1 roll.
Okay, a 1 on 1 and a 2 on 1. All right. Come on, big 6.
Who are you rolling first?
The one on the left.
The 1 on 1? So that's the dive bomber one, yeah.
3 is 1 on 1. That is 1 hit, lose 3 squads.
Yeah.
So 1 hit on the Enterprise. Yeah. If you can take care of the fighters, that would be awesome. And then this is 2 on 1.
Yes.
Big money, big money.
Oh, and it was 2.
5. 2 hits, lose 4 squads. Whew. Not great still, but. So 3. Oh, I need 1 more to sink him, right? Because he had planes ready.
That is brutal.
Nuts. Didn't quite.
I think as the Americans, you have to be a little more stealthy than I was. Just my impression. Oh my gosh, that was scary. I think I need to be like a little more stealthy and like play. I was like rushing into battle. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll sink them. I'll get them now.
Well,
it was like the worst.
You have to kind of go early because.
So I'm.
You've got your early strike force though, right? So you almost have to go early.
Maybe, but it's a long couple days. This is only what, turn 5 or something like that. So
turn 5 at 1 hour and 25 minutes, yeah.
No, but I'm saying like it's like I think I blew my load a little bit. I should have been a little stealthier.
Proverbial lobe.
And maybe crept up on you when you weren't ready, or if you can't find me, circle in from behind. I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
Well, that was a huge find. If I hadn't found that group in F6, that could have been really deadly for me.
You bastard.
So now the tone is next door. I had him attacking you, but he didn't do anything there, did he?
Is that a heavy cruiser?
Yeah,
no,
he was supposed to be attacking F6. How many squares does a boat have to be to get
they
in
have
a
to
naval
be in
battle?
the same square.
Oh,
no,
in
like
the same quadrant.
like F3A. Yeah, that's why they say the naval battles don't really happen all that much. They might, but
very rare.
But really, it's this is more of a carrier battle, as it was back then.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, basically you have to just try and hide it.
What happens
now you
when
can use it as a landing platform.
Like
if you'll notice, I do have some planes on Midway, so I can use those planes on Midway. I've got 2 fighters, or sorry, 2 torpedo bombers, 6 dive bombers, and 6 fighters. So I can fly those guys out, and they can land on the aircraft carrier. You know, so
Right.
you can transfer the guys around if you want to. So
Okay.
all right, so how much are you defending? I've got 4 fighters to your 14.
Right.
Where are
The
you
fighters
attacking?
first here. So
Oh,
how
right.
much are
So, yeah, I'll just do
can
one
match?
on one. So
you? Okay.
4 to 4. Yeah,
Uh,
the bare minimum.
yeah. Just so you're doing 1 at 3 and 1 at 4. Okay, so roll that 1 on 1.
Yes.
No, these are all the battles all happen.
So would all this generally
simultaneously.
be simultaneous reveal, or is
Two.
Randy allowed to react to you, Nate?
1 on 1, a 2 is worth
For
lose
the-
4
we wipe
defenders,
each other
4
out.
attackers. So we all die. True
Wow.
Japanese kamikaze
Wow.
style.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's see your layout. Oh, you've got that. Oh my gosh. Wow.
My big daddy.
There's a really interesting dynamic. There's an interesting dynamic with this game because a large chunk of it is
Yeah, which
naval
is what happened
and
was
seafaring,
basically
and then when the
carrier
actual
strike
battles happen, it
forces
seems like
just
it's more
attacking,
plane
each other.
and air related.
So I'm gonna nip away at the edges here.
See if you learned from your
Well, I didn't make a
mistake in the last
mistake
battle.
exactly, but I think I can sink the Nagara. I'm just trying to like whittle you down so that I can come in. You know, if I take out all your light ships here, that guy's only got a 1 screening value, so he's pretty much dead meat, basically. Depending on how you set up your fighters,
Okay.
unless you want to sacrifice.
So right now you're going your 5 torpedoes
3.
against my 5.
It's 5 on 3. Yeah.
Oh, it's against the 3s. So
Yeah.
so it's 1 on 1.
So,
So and that's sorry, is
Yes.
that 12 dive bombers? Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm going to sink this bastard.
So what's my minimum I need to get 1 on 1 odds then? If I get 7?
Yes, I think
Is that
so.
1 on 1
Yeah.
odds? Okay, I'll do that and then I'll put the rest
So,
on.
what are you doing?
So there will be, I guess, 6. Oh wait, what does that put me at? 6, 7, 8. Oh, you know what? Then I don't get 2 on 1. I'm gonna protect
1
this
on 2.
dude, so it'll be a 1 on
So
2,
that's
and then I'll
yep,
put the
that's
rest
a-
there.
It's a 3 on
Does
1.
that actually?
Yes, he's
3
deciding
on
where
1,
his
okay.
fighters need to be.
Yeah.
So Randall, are you making decisions
we'll
right
do-
now, Randall?
No, I think
Randall-
I can double check, but I think
But
it's
I
like
thought you have
declare
to
my
re- I
attacks
thought that's
and
a simultaneous reveal.
He decides his fighters. Actually, it'd be interesting though to see if it's a simultaneous reveal. I see what you're saying now.
Okay.
It'd be hard to know though which. It's hard to know which ship he would be attacking because otherwise I could be
because it
like,
seems
I'm
like
sending my
Randy's able
fighters
to
over
react
here.
to what you're doing.
They're like flying completely away from the enemy. I think the idea is that we see Nate
Right.
coming in
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
distance.
yeah.
We see which plane he's heading to, so then I decide sort of where to
Yeah,
defend.
I think it's decided like basically it's additional screening value that you can designate. But it would be interesting actually to see if it's
Okay.
if it's a simultaneous reveal, because that might be an interesting way to do it, because then you have to guess where I'm actually going to so you might
Right.
you might
could add
set
a
your
bluffing
fighters
component.
to protect your aircraft carriers, but I don't even go after your aircraft carriers,
Right. Yeah. And then they're out of position. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
So roll her up, Nate. Let's see what you get here. Which one are you rolling first?
Yeah.
Gonna wipe out my ship
might be
first.
interesting. The way the rules are written actually is that we're playing it correctly, but it'd be interesting if you had to designate your fighters beforehand. That would be great. Oh, sorry, that landed.
And my battleship can't help in this fight with screening value against that
No, he's too
torpedo.
far. That's why I went there. So
far, okay.
I rolled a 3 for the one on. What was that? The one on. What is that? You got 12. Or sorry, you got 10. So 1 on 2.
One on should be 2 on 1 on 2.
Miss,
Yeah.
lose 3 squadron. Oh boy.
Ooh, that was ideal. What did you get for a die roll?
Wow, okay.
3. Oh, the highest possible.
Yeah. And I got. Is
brutal
this
roll.
a 2 on 1? This one?
This is I have
Oh, sorry, 4. So it's a 3
4.
on 1.
and
This
you have
could
12,
be
so 3 on 1.
useful, let's see.
You could
I
get
don't know
4
where the
hits
dice
with a
went.
5
I think
or
it
a
went
6.
into your screen, your search board area.
Oh, right. Oh, it's in my
What
box.
did I get?
Yeah.
A 4? Okay.
I think you better roll her up. Sorry, I didn't see what it was inside the
Oh,
board.
come on. 2. 2 hits,
Two.
lose 3
Perfect.
squadron.
We can go back.
2 hits.
2 hits. We can go back later and check
Yeah.
out the video to see if it was better than 2, and then you'll know in your heart of
Yeah.
hearts if you've defeated me. That was on the Nagara.
And lose 3 squadron.
So right, that's over. Uh-oh.
Yes.
2 hits, did you say?
Oh, yes.
Sunk. Yes, it paid
All
off.
right.
You got
Sweet.
your due there.
Sunk.
You'll have to
Oh,
unlock
no.
that for me.
Keep him as a trophy over here.
Very nice.
Yes. That's
And you have to unlock.
So
my other-
how many victory
It's
points
there.
is he worth? Not very much, I'm sure. Okay.
I think 2. 2 points.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a spot here.
Where do you keep track of the points, Nate? Is it on the white sheet again?
No, it doesn't look like it, but yeah, I mean it should be. Well, I guess we can keep track of it on paper.
Doesn't look like it.
You can write a text thing as well. Like you can write a text on your. I can write a text somewhere. Just say. Yeah.
Well, is that the end of the battle, or is there another one yet to come?
No, that's everything.
That's everything. Okay.
Have a
That seems like
running note,
a natural place that we could save the game and pause it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And then we could see about
And,
Cax jumping in and firing up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no, that's good. No,
That's good.
It's,
That's fun.
It's interesting. I think I've really misplayed the Americans because I think as it turned out, I don't think I've lost, too badly. My Enterprise is really badly hit. This early in the game, that's pretty dangerous.
Well, the thing is,
so I probably should have been a bit more stealthy.
you found all of my ships though, so that was pretty good. Your search
Yeah,
patterns
I just
were excellent.
charged in and I thought I could, do it. But that's a beginner mistake. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll zip in and I'll sink them before the other ships arrive. Except,
Well, I was actually hoping that by grouping them really tightly, there was one turn where I had them in basically everybody in C6, and that was the
Yeah.
one you searched. But if you'd missed me there, then suddenly it would have been like, oh my gosh, where is he gone? And I would have snuck in
Yeah.
on you, and
Yeah.
it would have been really nail biting for you. But you got 3 really good hits in there too. Once you
Yeah.
narrowed my zone down, you tracked me well.
yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, to be honest, this game could finish a lot sooner because I could, because I just feel like my aircraft carriers are in really rough shape. Like I've taken hits already on my carriers, so yeah, like
One more to sink the Enterprise for 10 points. That'll be
that'll
real
be
prize.
killer. So basically, it's whoever has the most points by the end of the game. Uh, but I think if I lose like a couple of aircraft carriers, I might concede because they're, you know what I mean? Like it depends on yeah,
Well,
like yeah, I've got no means
part of my
sinking
goal
them.
was to whittle some of your planes down too, and just
Yeah.
work away at those. And a couple bad die rolls for you really hurt you too.
Yeah, I don't feel like I rolled particularly badly. It wasn't great, but it wasn't, terrible. Like if you look at the battle combat results, you're usually losing 2 or 3 squadrons every single time. So
Fair.
occasionally
Yeah.
you lose 4, but it's basically, you're gonna be you get really whittled down, and I just feel like, you know what, I should have you know hung back a little bit and just been again trying to catch you off guard, and I think I just charged in straight into the battle. Be more cagey because if if he catches you, as he did, he caught both my groups. I was running a huge risk being right up front because I know where he has to go. He has to get to Midway, and so he has to try and find you. But if you can find him without being found, that's the key, because then he
That's
doesn't
deadly.
get any of his fighters up to defend, and it's just you moving in on his ships, and that's where you can really do the damage.
I almost blew it there too. Almost readied them a turn too late.
Yeah, so I think like probably the more experienced people watching this will be like, oh yeah, the Americans are really in a bad way. Yeah. Like I think those battles were supposed to happen towards like the end of the game, and instead they've happened like right away.
It's fun. It
now
accelerated things.
now I have to somehow like keep my Enterprise afloat. And you how many hits did you get on my Hornet as well? You got a couple hits on.
Got a couple hits on
Hornet
that
too.
one too. Yeah.
Yeah. So my Hornet only has a few hits left. So yeah, it could be bad if I lose those guys. Then that's 20 points down. And
No air support then.
And I lose my ability. The only thing I can send in at that point is I've got a few planes on Midway, and I've got like a few cruisers I can send against you for potential. No, because he has battleships, right? So when you do the head-to-head battles, like if we do end up going to surface battles, you'll see that. Do you see on the ships there? There's the other value. So you'll see it'll say like the 2 numbers on the bottom. So a lot of my ships are like 3-3 or whatever. So that means 3 in surface battle and 3 in screening value, like anti-aircraft. So I've got a few cruisers that are like a strength 6. But what's your like Yamato at? Like that sucker's...
Oh, that guy's a big bad boy. He's 18 and 10.
Yeah, so strength 18 against my little cruiser, it would just be like, oh my gosh. It would
So you
be
gotta
like,
stay away. Wow.
I'd literally have to, but I'd already be 20 points down, and if I lose Midway because I can't defend it otherwise, then it's pretty rough. So yeah,
I have to say I really like the aesthetic of the game, and I like the game. Like I really like how Tabletop's laid it out, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that's great. So
That's cool.
anyway, yeah, so we'll sign off from here, and we'll save the game and pick it up a little bit later. I'll probably concede before too long, but anyway, we'll see. Maybe I can pull it out. You never know.
And if you want to see me take Nate on a little bit more, or Cax take him on, then subscribe, like, we'll get more content up, and play through some of these Avalon Hill games that are pretty awesome and sometimes forgotten.
Yeah, sounds great.
Great game. Thanks, Nate.